Hi. I feel like I need to center this a little bit. No. Okay. That works. That works too. Hi.
Hi. You look fluffy.
I am fluffy because, I'm fluffy. I'm less fluffy body-wise. I wanted to throw that out there.
Less fluffy body-wise, but fluffier clothing-wise.
Yeah, it just got like kind of cold all of a sudden, and it's supposed to be like 90 or something.
I know. That's why I got on my little jacket, my little sweater.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't understand. Oh wait, here's a text from Brandon. Let's see what he's telling me.
Hey.
You're fine. Just push the MacBook back a little bit.
Why?
Because you can't see. Can you not see?
No, I can't see. That's why I won't. But okay.
Brandon said 2 thumbs up, so you've been overruled. Hi. I'm gonna invest in some lavalier mics. I went on Amazon and saw that they're not very expensive. Anyway, what's up? What's going on? I'm eating blackberries.
I've decided to be happier this week.
You mean as opposed to when 2 weeks ago?
And the week before. And the week before that. I don't think I've been.
You've decided to be happy because
I just think I want to be happier.
You mean like publicly or just in general?
All the above.
Well, let's see how long this lasts. Thank God for that. I mean, I'm happy that, look, Sean said you look healthy and well rested. She's always healthy and well rested. She just got funky.
The world makes me funky. That's you are looking warm.
No, he said you too.
Oh, okay.
Looking warm and relaxed. Thank you. I am relaxed.
Thank you,
I took a shower recently.
I think I'm
relaxed.
My body is usually kind of relaxed. It's my head that gets all.
I mean, I already told you.
No, I'm not taking no drugs.
Well, you know what? I just think that's really like, it's called in psychiatry. You have poor insight into your mental illness.
That's fine. My mental illness, my insight, how I choose to live my life.
Thanks, Alicia, for liking my sweater.
And the huge mug.
And you know where I got this from? Speaking of like...
She talking about your face?
No. Nobody says that anymore. Where did I get this mug from? Kind of like bouncing off of the conversation we had last time. I got it at the Goodwill.
More shopping?
I got it at the Goodwill.
Oh, you mean you just go into Goodwill just to shop for fun?
So I like mugs.
Recreational shopping?
No, I mean I got this a while ago. I got this like last year.
Oh,
but yeah, Goodwill.
Michelle Renee, Miss Paula doing the bump with Prince. That's what's up.
Okay. Once a year we have to deal with this.
Sometimes more than once a year, but the thing is that if you looked at it, you saw that in the beginning I was
there. I looked at it,
I was talking to Michelle Renee.
Okay, go ahead.
I was looking a little confused because I didn't know what was happening.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
Yes, you did, because Kim Kardashian went up on the stage, and then Prince was like,
I was first.
Excuse me. No.
No, what? You telling Kim Kardashian before me?
Go ahead.
That is not how it happened. Prince was up there doing his thing. He said he wanted to dance. He sent Shelby down the steps. I had no
Who is
idea.
Shelby?
Shelby is his lead singer, the sister who's bald, the one who came down and fetched.
We don't know that.
So Shelby came down the steps and she was walking over. And if you remember, Kim Kardashian and the guy who was her husband at the time, the tall yellow dude.
He was not there.
Oh, he absolutely was there.
Okay, go ahead.
Chris, what's his name?
Chris Spencer.
No, his name was not Spencer.
Christopher Williams.
You are stupid. And so Imani and I, this was what was called like the purple circle. And we were standing. All these seats were, they weren't seats, they were standing. And then there were some high top tables a little farther back. And she walked over and she grabbed my wrist and started pulling me. And I was like, what are we doing? And she pulls me, start going up the stage. And I had just met Prince a week before here in LA. And he told me and gave us the tickets to go to his show.
I flew out there, by the way.
Yes, because I invited you.
Because I'm a real Prince fan. I was going to go in.
Because I invited you and you were my plus
one. And hi
one.
to everybody else who I saw at the concert. It was really nice.
And when we got on the stage, he said to me, "What's your name?" And that's what shocked me, because I was like, "You know my name. We just spent 4 hours together." So I was like,
he was like, "I don't remember you."
He said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Paula." "Well, Paula." And it's only now that I see the tape that I actually heard what he said. Because that night it was so, people were screaming. I couldn't hear him.
Right.
"Well, Paula, can you do the bump?" he said. And I had no idea. So the next thing I know, Prince is bumping his Prince butt on me.
Well, he was gyrating with his Adidas sneaker heels,
Mm-hmm.
his platforms, which I definitely took note of.
But you know,
they looked really nice.
That night on stage, that was the first time I ever did the bump with a man.
Congratulations.
Because I was too modest. I don't want no men who I don't know bumping up on my body. So I was like, no, we're not doing that. No.
So as I was saying,
but Imani was there. She was very excited.
I was there. I actually was on stage myself for a second.
She was, right. There was another time when he brought more people up on stage. And then what was it? What used to be called Nell's, the club downtown on 12th Street.
Yeah, we went. It was nice. I mean, but I was like I am now. I was like, I'm tired. It's like,
well, he had you sitting all next to him.
I mean,
you weren't all that tired at the time.
No, then I got tired. I was like, I gotta go home. Y'all have fun.
We stayed out all night.
Randomly? Sorry, hold on.
We stayed out all night. We had the apartment on Central Park South. We left there.
I'm not staying out all night.
I went home, showered, and went to work.
Congratulations. So just letting you guys know, be prepared for this story every year.
Yeah, every year. I'll drop other little tidbits about us being at his house at various times in Bel Air.
Anyway, hi.
Hi.
Thank you, Toya. I think I got this sweater from this company called Mom's Handmade. I'm
seeing if it's thick. It's kind of thick, but it doesn't feel super heavy.
Yeah, no, I think it's like cotton. It wouldn't be wool because I would.
I was gonna say because
I don't own anything wool out here. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about some things.
Should we talk about Philadelphia and how UPenn and Princeton had the bones of the 2 little girls from the move bombing back in Philadelphia in '82? And they've been using them as anthropological specimens
without the family's express consent.
Right. Well, yeah. Remember the police,
I guess we're talking about it.
The police dropped a bomb on that whole building.
That was the second time.
And let it burn to the ground. So I'll bet that the families didn't even know that there were remains that supposedly were turned over to this professor for some analysis. Like, what was that? You mean
like crazy white people eugenics research?
It's all of that. These are the things that make me just go.
We're trying to be I'm in a fine mood. You, on the other hand, like we're trying to maintain this mood. Okay. So on to
happier things.
Well, not really. DMX's funeral was on when was it?
I saw that monster truck
yesterday.
He was on.
No, it was Saturday.
Yeah.
His funeral. Listen, I love a funeral.
You what?
I love a funeral. I do. I like Black funerals. I like white people funerals. I like Black funerals. I don't really like weddings that much. Sorry to anyone who's invited me to their wedding or I took part in their wedding.
You remember at your grandfather's funeral? Flo's cousin.
That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying.
She threw her body on the. She threw her body on the carpet. It's like I was like, and Imani was high, and Imani gave her grandma pills.
No. Glenn gave grandma pills. Grandma came high to the funeral.
Oh,
I was high too, not on marijuanas, but
you all took pills.
Oh yeah,
they were just sitting in a corner.
We were
in the edge of the pew.
No,
giggling.
Well, yes, okay. So grandma went to the bathroom and grandma came with me, and we were just dying laughing because it was. I mean, it was great. It was
unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. Imagine.
It was unbelievable.
Imagine.
Roosevelt's 4 cousins had them little hats on.
It was almost like a battle of the bands. Like, but like I don't think any of them could really sing. They couldn't sing. And it was just, I mean, it was like, because Grandpa had a lot of relatives and brothers and sisters, and I think they were just trying to.
One of 20. He was one of 20.
Yeah, I think they were trying to.
One of the sisters was playing the piano, and the others were trying. They were like waiting for their key. So we were like, oh well, this is gonna be good. And they're waiting for their key, and she came and she got to their key, and then they started singing, and we were all like,
"Ooh, no!"
And they had the little church. Those little saucer hats pinned to the side of their head like that, with little
I never seen anything
projectiles
like that.
coming off it. Church lady hats.
Not in person, not like that.
Oh, it was like having a little plate on your head.
Look, Sean said I already told this story already, so okay, fine. Y'all already knew that. So anyway.
Oh, you told it briefly on your podcast, but that ain't.
Yeah.
And Toya, yes, I think so too.
I don't know. I just don't like repeating the same story.
Well, that's my favorite funeral story.
Okay. And for Alicia, I typically don't like weddings, but I will allow a Jamaican wedding, obviously, for obvious reasons, because it's really all about the reception. It's all about the black cake, so we can all get like turned. Okay. So as I was saying before, DMX, his services were on Saturday, and apparently, like, big ups to Brooklyn, like a large portion of Atlantic Avenue was shut down.
Go ahead, talk.
What are you doing?
I'm getting my stuff ready for him. It's my turn.
Yes, the casket of the rapper was on top of a monster truck. I did like seeing all the pictures of all the little kids with like little DMX like shirts and stuff. Like I love a roundaway off-brand shirt of an artist. Like, you go to a concert and then like,
when you come outside.
Yeah, oh yeah.
For $10.
Oh, yes. I am so with that. Because you know what, honestly, like there's a lot of those types of shirts being sold now, like vintage freaknik shirts. Like that are just, the low, like whatever shirts. And now they're they're worth like $300. Also DMX's 15 kids came on stage, and one of his daughters said this really cute rap, which was set to Slippin', a song I don't remember right now. And then also Jadakiss, who is one of my favorite rappers. I did that wrong. But Jadakiss went to Yonkers and he gave out food to residents in need. And he gave out a box of vegetables and fruits and all kinds of things.
In honor of?
I don't know. Maybe he just, I'm guessing so. I don't think Jadakiss is from Yonkers. I don't remember where he's from. And as though the week couldn't have gotten any worse. Jadakiss is from Yonkers. I learned something new. I didn't know that. I really didn't think about where Jadakiss was from. I think for whatever reason, I thought he was from Queens, but he's clearly not. You know who else died?
This is the happy stuff? Go ahead.
No, it's sad, but it's happy to me because I got to get back into their music.
Oh.
Who?
I don't remember the dude's name.
Oh my God, Shock G from Digital Underground died.
Doing the Humpty Hump.
Randomly, I was watching Jimmy Kimmel. Like, maybe y'all can find it. It was Jimmy Kimmel. I was watching it randomly one day, and they were on the street interviewing like people on Hollywood Boulevard or whatever, and they were talking to this white lady. And they're talking to this white lady, and she's talking, and next to her was Shock G. Randomly. I was like, that's Shock G. Anyway.
You mean he was just standing on the street not saying
nothing? No,
he
was with her. He was with her.
So she was talking and he wasn't saying nothing?
No.
Oh.
I know that Shock G definitely was someone who enjoyed the good life, if you know what I mean.
Does that include white ladies?
Well, apparently. Oh. But he was born in Brooklyn and was raised in Oakland, so shouts out to the Bay. And I guess all I'm saying is it's kind of sad to hear that he died in a hotel room. But I hope that he went out the way that he wanted to, leave the world. I hope he was having a good time.
I want to talk about something Brooklyn.
Does this have to do with whatever this is?
Yeah.
No, we're not there yet. What else do we need to discuss?
How do we know when we're there?
Because this is my show.
Oh, so it's daughter's show.
Yeah, but no, because I'm
just checking the title.
Yeah, but you didn't let it flow. You were just like, okay, so now I want to talk about something. No.
Well, you were in Brooklyn.
Go ahead.
Does everybody remember these balls?
No. What is that?
Oh, it's up here. A Spalding, which nobody in New York calls Spalding. We call Spalding. Do y'all remember Spaldings?
I do.
And you play stickball and stoop ball. And if you're really, really, like super strong, like a monster in the neighborhood, there will be dudes who stand down on the sidewalk and throw the ball all the way up. And it's called roofing the ball. So you throw the ball up 5 stories and it lands on the roof, and it's called roofing the ball. Well, I got this Spalding ball because I got a request from, remember Janine Liebert of BET, her husband Michael. He sent me an email, which I thought was like really interesting, asking me if I could do him a favor, because Brooklyn Public Library was having a gala, honoring Spike Lee and his wife, Tanya Lewis Lee. Right?
Okay.
I know Tanya. I don't know Spike.
Not Tanya Jackson Lee or Sheila Jackson Lee.
I don't know Spike. I know Tanya. And
hold on. Dark Wolf 6312 on Instagram said, "Get a flashlight and shine it at her head. Get a flashlight and shine it on your damn head." Go ahead.
So they asked me if in order to do all the tributes, they're raising all this money for Brooklyn Public Library, all you Brooklynites out there. And this thing is called, the virtual gala was called From Our Stoop to Yours, right?
Okay.
So they asked me if I could get a hold of Samuel L. Jackson and have him videotape a tribute to Mr. and Mrs. Lee. And I was like, no Sam like Jackson that. Like that. And it was like, well, but could you just try? So it turns out that I know his wife, Tanya, because from being around here and doing stuff, but also because their daughter graduated from Vassar, I don't know, like 2015 or 14 or something like that, I think. Anyway, so I participated in that. And here's all the stuff. Here's a Spalding ball, Spalding. I brought this for you so you could play with your son.
What is that?
Sidewalk chalk.
Okay.
They sent me all this stuff. I'm not giving you my ball though.
I don't want it.
You just took it and.
No, I'm saying if you want it, you can have it because I'm not going to use it.
Oh, then I'll give it to Leah so that her son can mark up her backyard.
Okay.
And then they wrote this book, Please, Baby, Please.
Okay.
But this is all my tribute to Brooklyn stuff.
Okay.
So that all the Brooklynites and Spalding balls, Spaldings were big in Harlem, all over New York City. You had to be able to jump double dutch, had to play stickball, loadies, stuff like that. All right, your turn now.
No, it's fine. Go ahead,
I'm done.
No, well, why don't you show them your little flyer or whatever?
No, I don't. Well, I can, but I didn't need to. I just brought it so that I could remember what the name of
what's
the event
Lodies? What did you say? Lodies?
Lodies was. Let me see. What did you all call it? You make a box
with the numbers in
and
it?
you put numbered triangles, and then you shoot bottle tops from Skelly's. Right.
Yeah, that's
Skelly's is all.
Yeah.
We grew up calling it Lodies.
Okay.
And this is the
which you can't really see. So
it's 2021 virtual gala From Our Stoop to Yours, and it was last Tuesday night, and it was hosted by Baratunde Thurston. You know who that is?
I don't maybe know like his name sounds familiar.
Oh, Emmy nominated host who worked for The Onion, he wrote a New York Times bestseller, How to Be Black, and he used to produce for The Daily Show.
Kish Stevenson on Instagram. I really can't jump double dutch either.
I can.
Yes, you can. I cannot.
So, and when you turn the rope this way in, it's double dutch. When you turn it out, it's called double orange.
Okay.
It's a little harder to jump into the rope.
Never heard
when
of
it's
that,
double
but
orange.
it's fine. Let's see. What else?
Hi, Raquel.
Tyrese.
What happened with Tyrese?
Okay, look, first of all, let me just preface this by saying, I'm like, Black people, I know that you all love Alive. You all love running, like jogging. I've seen people jogging and doing Instagram lives. I've seen people hiking, doing Instagram lives. I've seen people.
You see Black people loving to jog?
No,
Really?
no, I'm saying that they'll do it for the gram.
Oh, because I was going to say.
No. If you're really trying to like jog, I mean, please, like, there's no way you can actually hold like a camera doing that. But I'm just going to preface this by saying, I know Black people that we love to put to elevate. We love to promote ourselves. Tyrese, who happens to also share the same birthday as me.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tyrese.
So does Matt Lauer.
So does LeBron James and Tiger Woods and Jamiroquai. So that being said, Tyrese, who actually was set to play Teddy Pendergrass in a biopic, he got on Instagram Live to partake in a ritual that he loves to do with his girlfriend.
Is this X-rated?
You couldn't see anything. The R&B singer grabbed a razor and got to work on shaving his girlfriend's choches. Zelie Timothy, 25, had her legs kicked up in the air. Ew. And spread wide for Tyrese to grab some cream and mix it with oil. His words. So disgusting. That's so disgusting.
There is no
That's
way
so disgusting.
that I could conjure up that image and be all right.
Did I ever tell you guys about the birthday party I went to that Tyrese had?
I never heard this story.
Did I ever tell you? Okay. Did I ever tell you guys that it involved a baby white tiger and a little person? Because did you stay when all this came out, or did you?
Okay.
I'll just tell the story real quick. I happened to walk in. I really wasn't like, I mean, it just so happened like, oh, do you want to go? I was like, all right. Like, I mean, it was my birthday. There really wasn't a lot going on. And so walk in, hi. And I guess right when we walked in, that's when like, you know, things started like jumping off. So went upstairs, said what's up to some people, came back downstairs. And then, you know, just kind of standing around like, you know, the dance floor or whatever. And then all of a sudden there's like kind of this commotion. And and apparently, so Tyrese walks in and then someone goes and brings him a baby white tiger.
How does one bring?
I don't know.
Was it on the leash?
No, it was like a baby. Like they just handed it to him. And of course it's like a tiger. So it's like, right? So Tyrese is doing his best to, you know, handle this tiger. And then he brings his family to the stage. I'm like, okay, because they're gonna sing him happy birthday. I'm like, all right, this is nice. So it's like,
he's still holding the tiger?
Maybe. I don't remember now. He might have given the tiger away, but that's not what's important. So Tyrese, his parents, his family, whatever, they're on stage, and then somebody wheels out a cake. Like, you know, like a cake that you could potentially like jump out of. Okay. So what happened next is they start playing like music. I think this DJ that I know out here, he was doing it. And a little person emerged from the cake with like those, you know, those Uggs, those regular Uggs, the camel colored ones, and like kind of like a Land Before like like Land of the Lost,
like an animal skin thing.
Kind of, yeah. It was just like, oh my God. I was like, first of all, you know how you ever meet people that have your same birthday and sometimes you're like, someone lied to you? That's how I felt. I was like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, of that list of people who you said who were born on your birthday, I think there was only one that I was kind of okay with.
First of all, who?
Maybe LeBron James.
Okay, so Jamiroquai is also born on my birthday. Tiger Woods, his personal issues aside, he's very good at golf. Tyrese, Matt Lauer. I mean, look, I guess this is to say that I could have been a very talented musician who plays sports really well, who also likes
or maybe they could have been a doctor.
Abuse people, which I don't. Anyway, Alicia said, I want all your party stories. I don't really go to parties like that, but when I do, I'm like, all right. It's usually like, okay, I got to get out of here.
This must have been because your fun years extended into your early 30s.
Well, yeah, because I didn't really get a chance to have that much fun during like certain points in my 20s. Because I was in school. Yeah, I was in school.
Because I was like, I have no stories like that to pull out of my ass and say, oh, I went and there was a
I didn't pull it out of my ass. I pulled it out of my memories.
And no.
Well, also, this is LA. Like, I mean, people do different things in New York when they want to be weird. Although you were upstate and upstate.
Oh no, I came down to city all the time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I went to a party I've been to a couple of parties in upstate New York, and I was like, interesting.
What do you call an upstate? You mean like because I was in Poughkeepsie,
Albany and above.
Yeah, no,
that is upstate.
Well, it is absolutely, but those I was just about to say, why would you go to a party in Albany?
Because I was dating someone who was at school.
That was a bad idea.
It was not a bad idea. I had a good time. You know what?
Well, you were born in Syracuse, which is like an armpit. Okay,
so Alicia said that I act like I did med school in a dark solitary cave somewhere. Okay,
were you in New York?
I was on Long Island.
But you were in New York.
Yeah, I was in Glen Cove. So, yeah. Let's see what else may have happened this week.
Lenora, here's my Spalding. I don't think you were here for that. And here's my sidewalk chalk for when we would draw the boxes for.
There were a lot of, like, this past week was an especially like difficult one. I have been reading the news more frequently, but I don't know. Like after today, I saw somebody else got shot. Another Black person got shot.
You know, the thing about this is that what has occurred is I think the news media has become very, very sensitized to when Black people get shot. So I'm not even sure that it's happening more often.
No, but it's reported all the time.
It's reported all the time. And I just hope people don't become numb to it, right? Because there's another fire. Oh, there's another car accident. Oh, there's another Black person.
That's what it seems like we're geared towards. I mean, yes, I understand that Derek Chauvin was found guilty last week. And I'm sure that, somehow when it comes to, newsrooms or, whatever the network wants, like that could somehow translate into, we need to report more on this story. But I think that it's definitely doing a disservice to a degree. Because it's too much every day. And also it's just like, that's not how you change. That's not how you bring more attention to it.
Well, here's the thing. Because every time it happens, it should be reported without question. But it shouldn't be reported as though, and in other news,
right? Hi, Kojo's Tropical.
Such and such and such happened, and then we report one every day.
Right.
I call it in my TV news days, So let's say there's a big fire in, pick a place,
Your butt.
Jersey City.
Okay.
A big fire in Jersey City. And in New York, they're reporting this big fire in Jersey City. And then it's like, oh, and guess what? There was another big fire in Detroit. Well, if you're in New York City and you're a New York viewer, I'm not so sure that you necessarily are making the leap to, oh, well, then let's do a roundup of fires around the United States.
Right.
But that's sometimes what you'll see, and it's just dumb to produce news that way.
Also, what if there's a huge rash of like squirrels on water skis?
The water skiing squirrels.
Yeah. I mean, that happens. And
it happens.
Then you
It
see
happens
one, and then you see a whole bunch of water.
Well, it
skiing
happens
squirrels.
a lot. I actually ruled in my newsroom. I made a rule at WNBC in New York. No water skiing squirrels.
I like water skiing squirrels. I like that. I like the dominoes at the end of the newscast.
Here's the thing.
All kinds of
those things are all quite enjoyable. They are enjoyable. But when you have 22 minutes to
bring you the world,
to bring you your community, right? This is not world news. I'm doing local news, but you only have 22 minutes. 3 minutes is set aside for weather. 2.5 minutes is set aside for sports.
The weather people are magical. Like I can't
8 minutes is set aside for
all
commercials,
this,
right?
And it's going to be 50 degrees, and then you can't.
So all of that, and then they have maybe 11 minutes to tell you about news,
right?
And they end it with dominoes and the water skiing squirrel. Now I
love the dominoes.
I watch America's Funniest Home Videos. That's where I expect to see that kind of stuff.
Why do you?
But not on the news.
Why do you watch that?
Because it makes me laugh. Yeah. That brother, what's his name? And was it Ribeiro?
You talking about Carlton?
That's Carlton hosts that show.
Oh, well, good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I don't really have anything to talk about. At least not right now.
I talked about Move. Oh, did you see that the early census report came out?
I saw that. I was like, y'all.
California's going to lose a seat.
Y'all messing it up.
New York is losing 2 seats.
Y'all moving to the wrong places.
Texas is gaining 2 or 3 seats.
Right.
Arizona. So the red states.
No, the red states came up.
Right. The red states are gaining seats.
But then we could also have a situation where the red states might flip, like Arizona did.
They could, but look at what's happening now. Those dudes are all out there trying to pass laws.
So Black people can't vote,
right? Voter
all kinds of other stuff,
right? So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I remember my question on your show, Dr. Imani, and you mentioned the animal stories. That was showing up show.
Oh, about Tyrese and his wild birthday party.
Okay.
Hi, NBA love VJ. I know I'm saying that wrong, but hello, hi, as well to you on Instagram. Let's see. Yes. Oh, you know what? Quick announcement. Yes. Imani's State of Mind is on a hiatus, but that does not mean that you cannot get your mind right and listen to my podcast and go to any one of the various streaming podcast platforms such as Apple, Spotify, or Stitcher. And you can listen to my podcast, Imani State of Mind. You can also go to imanistateofmind.com, and you can catch replays of Imani State of Mind on my Instagram every Thursday and on the Imani State of Mind Instagram page on Saturdays. I'm just happy because I kind of memorized that a little bit from last time.
Don't you have any questions?
No, I think everybody just kind of tapped out. Dr. Imani, what's my happy place? What's your happy place this week? You know what? I met with the Gardner referral, and I'm super hyped. So my happy place again.
Was he good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he reset the sprinklers.
Oh, good.
The sprinkler right here, he was like, that was going for 7 minutes.
That's long.
Yeah, he was like, and I was whatever. Whatever.
So you replaced the other guy.
Well, he has to come one more week.
Okay.
And then I can just, anyway, my happy place this week was in my garden because I got to meet with a new gardener who was really nice, even though I think like, just a side note for, I guess, whenever you talk to him, like he's a bit of a name dropper, but he's cool.
He was referred by a friend of mine, another Vassar alum, Black Vassar alum, who
I forgot her name.
Charmaine.
Charmaine, yes. You know about Charmaine?
Charmaine DeGrat.
Oh, okay.
It's a different Charmaine.
Okay. And so even though my backyard still looks really, really crazy, I'm happy that first of all, I'm happy that I could meet with somebody who kind of like helped me envision what my yard could be like. And also because gardening has been my happy place for the majority of this year. Okay, let me tell y'all about this app I have called Bloom. Did I tell y'all about Bloom, the Bloom app? So when I go outside, like if I go like hiking or if I'm like just walking around my neighborhood with my dog, you can take pictures of flowers. And then, so he was like, well, what look are you going for? I was like, okay, first of all, I like ornamental grasses. I like this. I like that. I like this. And so it was very nice.
So the app identifies, you take a photo
and identifies.
Okay.
And then it was nice because he also told me like which plants were poisonous. Like there's oleander still. And
dog can't eat it.
Dog can't. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't really care about oleander, but I do remember this woman killing her husband on Snapped with oleander.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that
making
song
an
is
oleander tea or something like that.
Something she put it in his food. Did we watch the Oscars? I did not. I didn't. But Regina King looked amazing per usual. So that was nice.
I did not watch it.
I did not watch it.
I deliberately did not, but I did go back and look and catch some clips, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I caught the clip of Glenn Close doing the butt.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Well, what's his name? Lil Ray.
Who? Oh, you talking about, what's his name?
Lil Ray. Howery.
Howery.
He had a little segment where
Black people.
Who's the DJ? Who's the dude in the Roots who sticks the comb in his hair?
Questlove.
So Questlove was the DJ for the Oscars. I've never heard of such a thing, a DJ for the Oscars, but okay.
No, I think the producers were just like, this is going to be so bad. We're just going to do whatever.
So he went around testing people on if these songs had been nominated for Oscars ever. So
the butt.
He asked about the butt, and he asked Glenn Close, has it been? And she said, no. And then he said, well, can you do it? And they started playing the music and she started doing the butt. Now, of course, it was all scripted and all the above. I get it. But, these are moments that I don't, it's like.
I was kind of mad that I didn't see it again. I didn't see the Oscars, but
Boseman.
Yeah, so everyone thought Chadwick Boseman was going to win, and that's why that was left as the last award. And then Anthony Hopkins won, but he wasn't even there.
Right. And who was and the woman who was supposed to collect the award for him?
His wife, Chadwick Boseman's wife.
No.
Oh, you talking about Anthony Hopkins?
Yeah.
I don't know.
His co-star was supposed to collect the award for him, and they thought she was going to say something, pithy, and she didn't. And then the show just kind of ended on a thud. It was like,
I mean, good for
but a bunch of my friends won Oscars last night. So the whole crowd for Judas.
That was not a humble brag, by the way.
The what?
That was a flex.
No. Judas and the Black Messiah. So that whole team that produced that film, they're all Black.
Yeah.
And they won. I think that film won 2 or 3 Oscars. And so of the producing team, like here's the executive producers or whatever. So of that whole crowd, when you add it up, I know like 7 or 8 people. That's why I said a bunch of my friends won for Judas and the Black Messiah.
Alina Franklin, I did hear about LeVar Burton. Now, here's my question.
Guest hosting.
That's what I thought. I was like, is he the real?
I'm pissed off with those executive producers.
But that doesn't mean that because the former Jeopardy champ was a guest host.
Ken, what's his name?
Right, and then what did he do? He did something.
No. Here's what's happening. They had a plan that they were going to test people. They were going to have guest hosts for a while. So they had Katie Couric, who I understand was really bad. I started to watch it one night. And I was like, yeah, no. And so we know that for months, even before Alex Trebek died,
people was like LeVar Burton.
Like LeVar. I was signing petitions and sharing on Instagram.
He can read.
Right now.
He's black.
So they waited all this time until another round of petitions came out, and this one had almost 300,000 signatures. And then they announced that LeVar Burton will be a guest host, and it's going to air in July.
Y'all are trite.
And it's like, oh, so you don't want him?
I don't even care no more. I mean, and when Alex Trebek died, listen, that really a part of me is gone.
But you know what's really good about him? He gave money to all these homeless shelters in LA and food pantries. He's a good dude, and he lives right down the street. He's a good dude.
Well, Alex, he's dead now.
Well, you know that house that's right next to the hiking trail? That's his house.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, Alex Trebek.
That's the one right when you're going in, right?
Does it have like peacocks or something?
I've never seen
peacocks.
Okay, but it's got that big wrought iron fence, and then the house is way back. There's always a dog barking at that gate.
Only you. Okay. So there's always something bothering me about this.
No, there's always this little dog yapping at the gate.
It's right next to the hiking entrance. So yeah, it's probably like, oh my God. Coda Tropicals had asked earlier, will I have a live in my backyard? Yes, once it's done.
What's a live?
Like what we're doing right now.
In your backyard?
Yeah, so they can see the plants and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. There was something else that I was going to mention as well.
Ken Jennings is on another show called The Chase.
Oh my God, Asha said, what's up? Hi, Asha.
How's the babies? How's the babies?
Hi. Look at all these little hearts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna like my own show. Look, what? That's me. I'm gonna like my own show. Look. Click it.
That don't count.
It does count. Okay. There was something else that I was going to bring up and I totally forgot. Oh, you know what I was going to ask you? So you saw that Aretha
Cynthia Erivo.
So
4 parts.
What did she say something like that was not favorable towards African Americans?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Okay. I read an article today, and they were like, people were saying that they were a bit irritated, miffed, whatever, because she was given the role. Like the family didn't sign off on it, and she was given the role. And people brought up the fact that she had said some not so favorable things.
There's 2 different Arethas.
Right? Yeah, I know, but right. I'm talking about that one.
I'm gonna address that one. That one, I am sure that script was not sanctioned by the family because of how it portrayed Reverend Franklin.
In terms of what?
A womanizer, that she got pregnant on the road because her father wasn't paying attention. That is not a version that the family is going to sign up for and approve, right? So that 4-part version, they didn't want that one from the beginning. They were against it. Okay. And then Cynthia Erivo, who's Nigerian. I love her.
Right.
She, she doesn't, in my mind, she doesn't seem to me to be the person to play Aretha. But, she did a really good job. But now the other one that is endorsed by the family and has, what's her name? Jennifer Hudson?
Yeah.
Is that her name? So Aretha,
the air horn.
Aretha herself said she wanted Jennifer Hudson to play her.
Yeah.
Right. And you could see how Jennifer Hudson could do a really good job playing Aretha. I mean, just the whole presence of her. Right. So, and then the only thing I know about that, that some African Americans might not have been too happy about.
She says, so apparently,
was the whole issue about Brits portraying African Americans.
Oh, wait, we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay, so let me tell you. So this says that this was ahead of the film Harriet. She resurfaced tweets depicting African Americans in a bad light because she's Nigerian and British.
Did anybody see the tweets? Because I see Blood Honey is saying that.
As for the tweets, taken out of context without giving me the room to tell you what it meant, and it wasn't mocking anyone, really. It wasn't for that purpose at all. It was to celebrate a song I had wrote when I was 16. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Like, I probably say worse things about Black people every day.
Well, you probably can get away with it because you're a Black person.
Right.
You're a Black person.
Right. I'm a Black American. Yes.
Everybody needs to stay in their lane. Keep your mouth shut about other people.
Okay. So listen. So now what my mom was just talking about in terms of like, what you call it? Black Americans being like, angry. I remember Samuel Jackson was talking about it, about how, they give all these roles that are Black American characters to the British. And I understand like the casting and white people and all that other stuff. And white people are going to tend to be like, oh, you're British. Oh, you're so like intelligent and well-spoken and blah, blah, blah. But there was something really interesting that I saw over the weekend that Son of Baldwin posted. And what it basically said, and I was like, it's actually really true, is that he actually spoke about, or he wrote about, the disproportionate number of times that Black actors and actresses have portrayed African characters. Like, did you know that Terrence Howard once portrayed Mandela?
Oh, and that was horrible.
Oh my God. I was like, you know what? I can't even, like, it's true. It's true. It's so true. I was dying laughing.
But I'm going to come at this a different way.
Okay, wait. Can I just name a few more?
Say,
Terrence Howard was Nelson Mandela. Morgan Freeman was Nelson Mandela. Jennifer Hudson was Winnie Mandela. Forrest Whitaker was Idi Amin, which, I mean, it was really good. Kerry Washington was Kay Amin in The Last King of Scotland. Denzel Washington was Stephen Biko. Derek Luke was Patrick Chamuso in Catch a Fire. Whoopi Goldberg as Mary Masumbuko in Serafina. So,
okay.
So,
a lot of those British actors.
Oh, we have somebody in the backstage area. So
the Black Brits sometimes go to receive theater training also. Like for some of them, there's a whole different level of preparation that they've gone through. So that by the time you see them on television or in a film, it's been stage, film, TV. Now, who do we know who's in it? Well, you have Viola Davis. Viola Davis has done that.
Right.
Denzel has done that. And we could name a few, but then there's a whole lot of African American actors who don't have that kind of training, right? Whereas if you look at the Black Brits who get these roles portraying Black people or African Americans, they frequently are in their nation, the Viola Davis, right? The Denzel, the Forrest Whitaker. They are more accomplished. It's not taking a rapper, right? And putting a muscle shirt on him and have him walk on the set looking all mean and angry and whatever, right? And then, you
did such a good job.
Oh my God, you're a wonderful actor.
50 Cent.
Right. And then you have, I mean, look at how people have praised Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
He went through a whole classical training.
Right.
And so that's all I'm saying. I would like to at least insert into this. Why y'all giving all these roles to the Black Brits? Well,
no, I don't think that's a really good argument to make.
It is a good argument.
It's not a good argument to make, because essentially what you're saying is that there are people who are talented, but they haven't been trained And by virtue of their training, that's going to get them more recognition from what casting agents
It does,
who are white
sometimes.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying, are you just bringing that up to state a fact, or you're bringing that up to say that like?
I'm just bringing up to state a fact. I'm saying that if there was a deeper level of training, right, of theatrical preparation, right, because the ones in this country who have that kind of preparation get work.
Well, yeah.
That's all I'm getting at.
Okay.
So if you take an actor, I won't name any names, and that person is the same person, whether they're in the 17th century or the 27th century, whether they've been cast in a classical or a comedy or a sci-fi, and it's still the same person playing. It's just they put them in a different costume and different makeup.
Right.
But they're not able to go outside of themselves. That's all I'm getting at.
Okay. That's my dog.
You could argue that.
Oh, you know what? We have somebody. We a question. Look, no, it's Kojo. It's Kojo's Tropical.
Oh my God.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, how are
can
you?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Good.
And look at you
hey,
looking all
Imani,
with your shoulders out and everything.
Oh yeah. Listen, I'm gonna go to my husband. Me and my husband are gonna go to the gym after this, but I have to watch you guys every Monday. But I wanted to show you some of my plants because we've been into plants lately, and I know you're into plants, so I wanted to give you a little houseplant tour.
Oh, thanks.
If you're down for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a Philodendron Florida Ghost, and dude, it's big. And then back here, I don't know if you can see that big tall thing.
I can see it.
That's a Fishtail Palm.
Oh wow!
And then that one's really nice. Like I think you should get something like that for your house. Yeah, because I think it would do really good in your house in California.
Yeah, I need. Where are you at?
You need like big stuff. I'm in Denver, Colorado.
You're in Denver.
Everybody in chat too that I chat to all the time.
No, I do need a really. I need a big plant, and I kind of burned my fiddlehead plant.
They need a lot of humidity. I thought maybe you're going to ask me about that, but I would say you should get a philodendron.
Yeah, okay.
You should get a philodendron, and they have like really pretty ones like this one here. Can you see this variegated one down here?
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I see the little variegated leaves.
Like yellow and colors. Yeah. Like, there's some really cool big ones that you can get, and like they dry out. Like you can let them get dry.
Uh-huh.
But
and they
they're
won't
really
die.
easy care. They're a lot easier than ferns, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
And then over here I have, this is a Tenanthe, which these get really pretty big leaves on.
They do. Yeah, I love those.
And here's another variety.
I see
gets like these really big.
Sometimes, when I have been to Jamaica in the past, it's like it's like Attack of the House plants. Like they just grow wherever, which is really cool. But yeah, I know that your that your house is, the oxygen is very well filtrated.
We have good oxygen, and my husband is like, we live in a greenhouse because I do humidity too. So I always have a humidifier going.
You know what? I'm about to buy this a humidifier off of Amazon. Hold on, I'll tell y'all which one it is in a second. Because
you got to get a humidifier, and a lot of things that like indirect light are just plants that can tolerate indirect light. And if you put it in some direct sunlight, it'll do a lot better for you. So like your fern probably wanted more humidity.
Yeah.
And did you have it in a lot of sunlight, like direct sunlight?
I did. I had it in direct sunlight, and it was like doing well, but I think I just left it out there for too long. So
yeah, they don't want a ton of light. Like they can be finicky about that. They can do really well in indirect light, but it probably burnt out because of the sun and humidity.
Yeah, and it's dry out here.
Well, I just wanted to say hi to you. I love your guys' chats, and I love joining. Thank you so much for doing these.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining us. And thanks for giving us a houseplant tour.
Yeah, anytime. Check out the plants anytime. But thanks for checking them out. Good talking to you, ladies.
Yes, you too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, bye, Kojo.
Bye, Kojo. That was great.
That was
very
fun.
helpful.
That was fun. That was really nice. Oh my God. Houseplant tour. That was so exciting. It was. I mean, okay. It was very exciting. Let me see. Cheryl Lee said there's two schools of thought in completely respecting those who are theater trained versus those who are not. If you are capable to remember lines, that is 50% of acting, and I don't care about the rest. Okay. Okay. Okay, Sean Upshaw said you has to video chat next time. Is there anything that you would like to say before we go?
Only that I don't have plants inside my house unless they're white orchids. And that's because my walls are so much glass that I have all the outside feels like it's inside. And at my house, the humidity stays at about 35%. So I love plants, but I love them better outside.
Okay, great. So thank you for that report. And I am definitely going to go eat something.
This is the first time you mentioned eating in the whole session.
Yeah, because I mean, I had to
eat before.
Well, I ate during. I had some blackberries, and I'm drinking
that's
this
right.
green tea so I can stay up a
you
little
were
bit.
Eating.
Yeah. So thank you for not having an attitude today. That was great.
It was a plan.
It was a pleasure.
I made a decision.
Great. And we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Okay.
Bye, Lenora.
Bye, everybody.